Hello, we're back at this sofa with me doing another little retrospective on one of the short films that I released. This time I do not have a laptop to watch the film because the film is only 15 seconds long and I don't need a laptop to watch the film on to remember anything from the film and react to it. I think I can manage that by myself. So this video is about Delete Me, the 15-second horror film that I released last week, which is doing very well. Thanks to everyone who's helped it get all the views that it has got in that first week by liking and commenting and sharing and all that jazz. So I'm going to start off straight away by talking about the thing that probably the most people care about, which is the VFX shot. Whey, my first proper VFX shot in a film. Hallelujah, praise be. So I basically taught myself After Effects to do this shot, and I can kind of divide it into two different parts. First part is the easy part, which was getting the laptop to open. All I had to do for that was have the laptop at a position, leave it there for a few seconds, because I was going to need those few seconds later, have my actress slowly close the laptop at the kind of speed that I wanted, and then dump it into After Effects, reverse the footage. Only problem is, the hand is still in the shot. So I set basically just a still image as the background to mask out the hand, but then unfortunately that meant there was still a finger over the laptop whenever, it was overlapping. To fill in that gap, I took a still image of the laptop itself, which I animated to move to fill in the gap. It's a bit weird, but it worked, so I'm not going to knock it. Getting the hand to actually come out of the laptop was also surprisingly easy. What I ended up doing was having the laptop opened all the way and just having my actress reach through down past the laptop as keeping as flat to the screen as she possibly could. And then I masked out everything but the hand, feathered it a whole bunch, put the still bit that I shot before of the laptop being at the amount of open that I wanted it to be, and then I was nearly done. All I had to do was just slightly lower the opacity and then add a couple of little smoke effects to really sell it. And then we're done. VFX shot. Bingo. So for the rest of the film, there's not much else to say. This shot here was actually done on a Ronin gimbal because I was planning on having this kind of push-in effect, but then it ended up being too long to fit the 15 seconds that I wanted it to be. These insert shots of the laptop were actually shot at a completely different time because it required some little fiddly lens changes. I also had to create a new email account to send the email. It was a whole thing. So those were shot on a completely different day to the rest of the 15-second horror film. And this shot right here was shot from completely the other side of the room because I wanted to see just how nice things looked if I used the longest possible lens, even though it was a really close-up shot. And it looks pretty good. I kind of like it. Gave a nice little orange bit of backlighting to kind of pop the hair a little bit and also add some visual interest to contrast the kind of white daylight balance that was coming at her from the other side. And yeah, that's basically all there is to say about this film. I hope you enjoyed it. Or, well, it seems that everyone has enjoyed it because of how well it's done. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it. And if you've not seen it, don't know where you watch this video, but there'll be a link either at the end or, I was going to say in the basement. So I guess in the basement section, where all the notes and the description, that's the word I was looking for. The description. A description. It is the basement of the YouTube video. In other news, I've been attempting to make this year my most viewed year on YouTube, and it's going pretty well. I just need to get 5,000 views over the next 2 months, which is doable, but it's also possible that it won't happen. So if you want to help me do that, feel free to share either this video or one of my short films, just something you like. I'd say share the thing on my channel that you like the most, because that would probably sit better with you than just sharing something terrible. I can't think of anything else to put in the video. I need to go slouch around the house in my dressing gown for the rest of the day. So like, share and subscribe. Goodbye, fare thee well.